Today, guys, I wanted to talk about a topic that's very important for me, and I know it's going to help you guys, and it's something that is affecting you. It's affecting you meeting women, and it's probably affecting you in all areas of your life. So what I want to talk about is fear, approach anxiety in general. And the first thing I'm going to start with is the myth that you can get rid of anxiety or fear forever. So when men in general are first learning about how to seduce women, they of course they have fear, because I had it. We all have it to begin with, anxiety. We want to get rid of it, so that's why we look for a method. We look for a system, a linear system, or any sort of structure, anything that can replace the fear. What I realized in 10 years of going out doing this, that you can't completely eliminate fear. So what I mean is by that, you just learn to manage it. So someone like myself who's been doing this for 10 years, people ask me all the time, I always get it. And I get tired of it, because when you get asked the same question, you naturally do get fed up of it, but not angry, just tired of it. They say, Johnny, do you still get nervous when you approach? And of course I still get nervous, but the nerves I get, it's more, it's because I've done it so much, I know how to manage it. So that's really the answer to this. There's no ebook, there's no downloadable product that you can just watch and learn principles or steps or a blueprint or a system, even a philosophy. Even my philosophy, which I love, is being natural, being authentic. These are giving you tools that give you life skills to manage your fears. And I say it over and over again. Someone like Floyd Mayweather or Tyson or Joe Calzaghe or Rocky Marciano, they've got loads of success. They've done it over and over again, but they still have fear. It's just they have the illusion of confidence through practice, through learning how to manage it. So that's the first thing I want to give you as a beginner. You're making the mistake before you even go out and approach. You're trying to bypass something you have. You're not inquiring into it. You're not looking into it. You're not learning to manage it. So I think there's nothing wrong with fear. In fact, fear's helped me get success in life with women in my business. But it's just a case of an inquiring into it. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. And I just wanted to make reference that I still do have fear. I don't have chronic anxiety or social anxiety, because I've really got a hold on it. But I've really managed it, I've learned to work with it. And some days I don't really have it, it's not apparent. Other days I might have it a little bit more, but because of experience, because of success, because I do it so much, I've learned to manage it. So hopefully, if you're a beginner and you're reading books, you're watching videos online, you'll see from someone like myself who's an expert in this industry or this field, and you'll be like, oh shit, if he still has fear, it's okay for me to be afraid. So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to talk about is how to actually accomplish this and manage it and get results having fear and learning to be okay with it. That comes through the practice. Now, unfortunately or fortunately for yourself watching this video, if you don't go out and you don't practice with the fear, it will get worse, it will persist. One of my mentors, who I think is a really amazing individual, again, he's only human, he still has fears, is Jeff Thompson. You can check him out on YouTube. Now, Jeff Thompson talks about fear, and what Jeff says, he says, it's basically like the story of Frankenstein. These are old monsters, old fears that we deny, we ignore, we try and put to the back of our mind. And over the years, these fears get bigger and bigger and bigger. They become monsters, and they start knocking on our door and then, hey, why don't you talk to me? Why don't you answer my problems? And that's really what approach anxiety is. For example, you want to sleep with really attractive girls, you want a nice girlfriend, or you want to be more socially free, but the fear is stopping you, obviously, and you're not answering the fear. You're trying to put it aside. You're trying to go, oh, I don't want to have it. I don't want to feel it. I want to ignore it. And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So when you come to going out, because you're trying to basically not admit you have it, it gets worse and worse. So what Jeff says is, he admits that he still has fears, and he's won BAFTA awards, he's mentored loads of people. I've had some mentoring from Jeff, not for meeting women, but just other limiting beliefs that I wanted to challenge in my life, and it's fantastic. And what I found was working with Jeff and just dealing with my own fears and mentoring other guys, just confessing that I have the fear and not being ashamed of it, was about 60% in beating it. So for example, if I do public speaking the first time, or it's been a while, I'll have a little bit of fear before I go out. My first minute, I will feel a bit of anxiety. But once I introduce myself, once I start, because I'm passionate, the fear just goes away and I get more confident. But it's not as if I never had the fear. The fear was always there. I just learned to manage it and go out and make it work for me rather than working against me. So you do have the fear. It will never completely go away. You will manage it. You may get it right down and you might even feel, I don't have it no more. So like a boxer, if you've been sparring for thousands of rounds, if a beginner comes in the gym, you can say, come in the gym and bang around with him for a bit and jab him. It will feel completely free, completely natural. But if you get in the ring with a seasoned champion who's on your level, that fear is going to visit you again. It's going to show up, but then you're going to know to manage it with experience, with time, with reference. And I always say, for me now, when I approach a girl who's attractive, the fear's still there, but because I negotiate with it, the excitement's higher. So let's say my fear levels are 25% in approaching that girl who's really attractive, but my confidence, my ability to go over is 75% excitement. So I've got 25% fear and I've got 75% excitement. I put the two together. The 25% fear is my vulnerability, my ability to go over and say, do you know what? Fucking hell, I've run out of what to say. I don't know what to say, but I think you're really attractive. I want your number. That's my confidence. That's my excitement. That makes the girl know I'm human. And it's not even the illusion. It's just, this is who I am. And then that ties into congruency. When I go into a social situation, I may be a bit nervous, I may be not, but this is me, this is who I am. These are my fears, I'm bringing everything on board and people accept you better and you get more confident. Then you actually do start being more and more confident and you almost feel that you don't have the fear no more. So that's how I learned to manage fear, accepting it, admitting it, confessing it, acknowledging it and negotiating with it. So Jeff always says, when the fears come knocking on the door, acknowledge the fears, don't deny the fear, because the Frankenstein monster will come back and it will piss you off, it will ruin every part of your life. So handle it, admit it, and just know, every single guru you're seeing on YouTube that's giving you advice, you can bet your last dollar he has fear. Whether he admits it or not, that's entirely up to him. I want you guys to know I still have the fear, and you know what, the fear gets me the results, so I don't deny the fear. So I hope that's going to help you guys. So go out, don't deny the fear, acknowledge the fear, answer the fears. When it comes at your door, answer it, or it will become a Frankenstein and it will become your best friend. And before I left off, I want to read a cheesy poem that I wrote on the train, because I never write poems and I wanted to do something I don't usually do, to crack a fear of me being a poet. And this is what I wrote. I am the fear is me. The fear is not here to harm me, the fear is here to set me free. Enjoy the process.